Hello everyone, this is Cement here. I'm playing the Tier 6 British Artillery, the FV304 on my here. I got this artillery the other day. It's actually really fun. It's really fast. It's actually the fastest artillery in the game, even over the bat chat. The main downside to it is it has a 500-meter range, pretty much, and the gun doesn't do much damage. But the firing arc on it is pretty much straight up and down, which means you can hide behind pretty much anything and basically just shoot right over it and have it come right down on weak roof armor, which negates some of the low stats on the gun when compared to other tier 6 artillery. So I'm just going to start out here to hopefully support the hill. I thought he was going to keep going, but obviously he has somewhat of a brain.
Critical hit.
As you can see, it doesn't really do much damage per shot, and he did around 100 there on the E2. But it's pretty good at harassing mediums. It's just when you hit the frontal armor, like on the E2, since it's pretty thick, you're not going to do much damage. The travel time on the shell also isn't very low. It's kind of high since it's such a high arc. But after a while, you kind of get used to it. Okay, I'm gonna use this good speed on mine to move over a little bit, so I'm able to hit this E2. He's behind a slightly large rock, so I can't hit him from here. It looks like they already took care of him. Another good thing is, with this artillery, you kind of can scoot out of trouble pretty easily. So, since you're going to be playing closer to the front lines, it really helps that you can move fairly easily. It's very comfortable. It's not like other arty where you're kind of fighting the tank. This tank, you're basically just driving around. You don't have anything to worry about. Let's see if I can't help these guys over here.
Got him.
And the favorite prey of this thing is of course a Hellcat, because you're going to come straight down on top of them. Thought he'd move back sooner. Okay, so he's tracked.
Got him.
If people don't have repair skills trained either, you can just frickin' keep them perma-tracked. Please don't see me. Come on, stay right there. Yeah, they got him. It's like this thing, it's kind of my favorite arty piece right now, only because it is very limited downsides. It's like the range you might think is a huge issue, but overall it's not. Like, you're not gonna light up the scoreboard with damage with this thing, but what you will do is basically annoy the hell out of enemies and basically put your team in a spot to win.
Critical hit.
Woohoo! Yes. Window Explorer just decided to die on me. Stay right there.
Critical hit.
Alright, so I'm guessing this guy's over here. No, he's not. He's a little farther over. Don't know what the hell is this Hellcat doing? Oh, he's right behind you, dude.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Nice. Hit him right on top. And basically, you just want to avoid shooting heavy tanks in this, unless if you don't have any mediums or lightly armored TDs to shoot. Because with heavy tanks, unless if you hit them on the top, sides, or rear, you're only going to do about 100 damage or lower. So overall I did pretty good. 1200 damage isn't mind-blowing for an RD, but when you look at, basically when you're facing other tier 6 RD, they might get a few lucky shots in, but this artillery basically is consistent, and it consistently annoys the enemy, which is good. So while you might not one-shot a tank, aside from like a Hellcat or something, on a lucky hit, you will be helping your team more consistently than, let's say, a Hummel in this case. So for this map, I don't know where I should go. I'm actually going to head up towards the town. I should be safe in the A line if I stay a little bit lower than this raised bank here. I don't think they'll be able to see me unless if they decide to pop on over. Like, the trickiest thing about this is basically picking your spot. You want to go where your main group's going, but you don't want to go too far that you're seen. So I'm going to set myself up right about here. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit further down. I'm just going to hope that nobody gets into that C4, C5 range or area.
Critical hit. Critical hit. Critical hit.
Kind of concerned about this leopard.
That was close.
Yeah, mine went the other way.
Critical hit.
I'm gonna start moving a little bit further over so I have a better angle on them.
That was close.
Yeah, I have to move further up so I can hit this ridge where a lot of TDs sit. It's like basically you're not gonna completely dominate them, but it's a great all-around tank and it's really fun to play. I'm gonna hope this TD's still sitting over here.
Critical hit.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my speed and try to get back to be able to help the base. I don't want to go too far down only because we're gonna lose a decent chunk. It should be good enough to where I'm gonna need to be. Yeah, I'm gonna miss him. Takes a little bit to get used to the high firing arc and the amount of time. And the splash range sucks, but it's the price you pay. No clue what that guy was thinking. Yeah, so now it looks like my team is going to need help over here since it looks like they headed back to base. The good thing about this is you're able to relocate depending on where the enemy is. It's really good if a flank's falling or failing, but you kind of have to be aware where all the enemies are at first. And how far do your gun reaches? So I get down in this little crevice, so I'm not able to be seen. Ooh, shit. Run away! I'm probably gonna get a shot. Seriously? I was about to say, if you're not able to kill for a T-71, of course I missed. That guy's looking to come get me.
Critical hit.
Hopefully I can keep him somewhat tracked.
Critical hit.
That's one plus of this, you're just able to track people like no other. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this guy's over here still. Come on, stop moving.
That was close.
Yeah, as you can see, it does struggle a little bit dealing with higher tier tanks, but you're still gonna be able to track them if you hit them. So overall, not a great game, but decent enough to where definitely annoyed them, since I hit plenty of them and I tracked quite a few of them. And so I'm gonna go with one more battle on this, see how I do. I have not had Himmelsdorf in this yet, so this will be interesting. The reason why I say that is a lot of the buildings on here are 2 or more stories, which you can't exactly drop shells directly behind. This thing's really good at things that are 1 story or rocks and stuff. I'm gonna try to focus on the hill first. Only because I'm fairly sure I can shoot over that F0 like little rubble pile there. So I should be able to help my team out best by focusing on that first. Oh, he moved.
Critical hit. Gotcha. Critical hit.
Yeah, I hope he does not have a repair skill so I can hit him again.
Critical hit. Enemy armor is destroyed.
This guy really still sitting there? Yeah, I guess he is. Should throw one more shot, then I'm gonna go find something else to shoot at. It does not seem like these guys are gonna deal with that health cat in time. That's what really pisses me off, is we have 3 tanks almost all with full HP sitting there with a frickin' Hellcat and that PZ, whatever, PZ4, whatever the fuck it is, at low HP, and they're not pushing on it.
Got him.
Okay, that should take care of the hill.
Critical hit. Critical hit. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Well, that works. This thing's pretty good at TD mode too. I kind of love it.
Critical hit.
Aw. So overall, a pretty good game. Got 4 kills. I think I did a decent amount of damage compared to other people. Yep, got top amount of damage. Didn't get top XP since you don't spot your own targets as artillery. But 2100 damage is pretty good for a tier 6 arty. Hit most of my shots, and as you can see, splash damage, you don't really get much of that. But overall, since there's only a HE shell, you have no premium ammo or anything with other artillery that raises the splash. You make a decent amount of credits on this since ammunition's cheap, and most of my cost is the consumable because I put gas on it just to make it a little bit more zippy. But overall, thanks for watching my video, and please check out my website, wotguru.com.